My TikTok family, what's good with you? Let me talk to you for a second. Let me talk to you for one brief second. I'm going to talk to my TikTok family. TikTok, if y'all enjoying this content, please follow me. Please like. It seems like YouTube right now and Facebook are overcoming the traffic over here. For that, YouTube, I really appreciate you. Facebook, I love you. Hit me in the comments, Facebook and YouTube. You're all welcome. Everybody's welcome to subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you get there, hit that hype button. You can hit the like button too, but hit that hype button. That makes a big difference. I really appreciate y'all, but let's get into this. Oh, man, y'all know I love Rem. Y'all know I love Rem. I love her as a rapper, not even a female rapper, as a rapper, period. And I just hate to have to make this video, but I got to be totally honest. She made the biggest mistake of her life, leaving Papoose. I think this story really resonates with people because it is so familiar to all of us. Ladies, let me talk to you for a minute. What do you really want? The reason why I'm speaking to you ladies is because seems like to me, Papoose was a perfect man for a woman. I mean, you guys could say that he may not have had the bag that you may be looking for, but you're nitpicking at this point. She had a man that was loyal to her, and I know that a lot of you females are going to say he wasn't loyal, but he really was loyal. His reputation in the street was good enough to protect her from being these men's sexual object and sexual conquest. Look, I'm not sitting here saying that Papoose is a perfect man. No man is a perfect man. Every man is going to have their faults. Every woman is going to have their faults. That's exactly what makes us human. And part of being married is two human beings coming together being one. All that being said, which direction does Rem go from here? Does her career keep going forward? Will she find a new man that is better than Pap? When I say better than Pap, I mean, will she fall in love again? Will it ever exceed what she already had with Papoose? Let's examine this and let's examine it closely. What do you feel would be better than Papoose? A man with more money than him? Say she do meet the perfect man. He's young, he's rich, he could dress, he got swag, he good looking, fun to be with, and he could fulfill all her needs sexually. What makes y'all think that man gonna choose her? Because she chose him? Or does he just edge her out as another notch on his belt? What man wouldn't want to have Rem on his roster? I mean, let's be honest. If he could have Remy, he could have any woman that he wants on this planet. What makes him choose a 45-year-old woman that's recently divorced, that has an 8-year-old daughter that he's going to have to be a stepfather to? Let's not forget menopause and hot flashes. Honestly, why would he choose Rem over a 28 to 32-year-old with no kids, no baggage? Money does not mean everything, ladies. As a matter of fact, it makes things more complicated. Look, Rem had a man that was a good father, that was loyal to her, that was willing to get old with her, that was willing to marry her. He did that 20 years ago. Think about it. 20 years have elapsed. She's gotten 20 years older since Pap decided to marry her. What happens if she gets sick, God forbid, or gets in some type of an accident where she can no longer make money? I know she got money now, but that money will evaporate if it stops coming for any reason. I mean, this woman, do you see the jewelry collection she got? Imagine what her home looks like. Her homes look like. Imagine what kind of cars she drives. That money will evaporate quick. The base of a valuable empire is family. Rem is losing her family. She lost her firstborn son to some nonsense that happened in the streets. Now, he potentially could do the rest of his life in jail. Look at what Pap life looked like on the other hand. Pap got totally humiliated and dragged through the streets, okay? They said he was broke, okay? Now he has a 31-year-old rich woman that is at the top of her career. This woman worships the ground he walks on. She's willing to turn into a female for him. She don't care about his financial situation because she doesn't value the money more than she values the man. Does Rem have another all the way up or lean back in her? Is that TV network she said gonna pop off? If she does have huge success, which I hope for her, I hope she does great. But if she does that, will she be able to sustain that at her age by herself? While she running around handling business, who gonna be there with Reminisce? Y'all say Pap ain't got no money, he ain't got no career. But what he does have is time. He has a good family structure. Clarissa done mapped her whole future out around Papoose. Y'all heard what she said. She said she's going to fight a little while longer. She's going to take some time off, have a baby, get married, and then start boxing again and solidify the bag. Watch how that's going to turn out. You don't think Pap's attorney going to be able to use this in court? All of this whole thing that we've all been watching together? Remy coming up, she doing all of this on her own. She got to maintain. She got to get to the bag. How is she going to be there to raise her daughter by herself? She's not going to be able to bring her daughter everywhere she go, and she's definitely not going to be able to bring her out the country without Pap's permission. Let's say this whole thing works out between Pap and Clarissa. Let's just say they get married and start a family together. Clarissa doesn't have any children. They'll be able to easily blend that family together. Pap's children are older. They'll be able to help out with Reminisce. And Reminisce will be able to help out with the baby. Clarissa can stay focused on her career and everything it takes to be a professional boxer, including diet, training, etc. Pap can help her out with all of those things and maintain the family while they're at home. They are building an empire together. You understand what I'm saying? It's only going to be a matter of time before Rem turns into another rich, powerful, black female case study. Look at Mary J. Blige. Look at Lil' Kim. Look at Foxy Brown. Taraji P, Cardi B, Madonna, Tracy Ellis Ross, Diana Ross. The list goes on. Ladies, I get it. Sometimes relationships don't work out. A lot of times, maybe most of the times, relationships don't work out. This is life. This is the world. You can't burn the bridge in your relationship when it comes to the breakup and the divorce. You have to maintain an active communication structure that is friendly and understanding. If not that, at least professional. A case study on divorce is Mello and Lala. The way they did it is very good. They have to raise their son together. He is going to be an NBA star. That legacy is more important than their individual personal lives. This is about legacy and ultimately building a black nation when you get to the point of success where most of our black celebrities have gotten to. I mean, look at where we come from. We as a people come from being people's personal property. This whole materialistic system and valuing money over people, we trying to follow in the footsteps of people that got 400 years on us. Do you not understand how valuable we as black men are? Do you not understand where we came from to where we are now? You can't put a price on that. I'm so tired of these Sambo content creators pocket watching Pap. What kind of a man watches the pocket of another man, first of all? Second of all, you ladies, you got to understand, when it's money, when it comes to money or property or anything when you're married, that's one money. So if you're saying that Pap is broke, you're saying that Remy is broke. We know neither one of those two things are true. And please stop saying those two are married. Once Rem stepped out with another man in public, they were officially divorced. I don't care what that paper say. I am absolutely not judging Rem. What you're not going to hear me do is bash anybody involved with this situation. This is simply a case study that we can use to learn from this situation. Everybody is tearing Pap and Clarissa down. I don't really see what Pap did wrong. I mean, the only thing I would critique about Pap's decision is that he moved on extremely quick as far as the situation is concerned. Nobody really thinks about the mental turmoil this does to a man's mind to not only get divorced and split his family up, his whole legacy, his generation up, but to get cheated on in public is humiliating. In my opinion, he didn't give himself enough time to heal from that. And I think that that's a lot of pressure to put on a young woman like Clarissa that doesn't have any children, never been married before. And I'm sure she had a crush. She idolized this man ever since they was on the TV show. You got to figure she probably was a teenager when she was watching that. She probably fell in love with Pap as a teen, just from the way he treated Rem. She probably idolized Rem too. I'm pretty sure she idolized Rem too. But as a young boxer growing up, a female boxer at that growing up, having to make all those sacrifices and just watching that television show, I'm sure she fell in love with him as a man. All that being said, this is a real life situation, and this is a real life divorce between two very strong New Yorkers. The two of them are moving extremely fast. And anytime you move fast through a relationship, there are a lot of potholes that you don't navigate. And you'll hit a lot of snags in your relationship. In my opinion, I think Pap and Clarissa are kind of moving vicariously through their relationship because they're not only trying to make each other happy, they're trying to make the public happy. They have a public image to uphold. And I think a lot of times on a personal level, you kind of swap between the personality that you are and the real you. And they're playing both sides at the same time. They're playing the personality to the cameras, and then they got to switch that off and play the real them in their personal relationships. And I think in my opinion, I hope I'm wrong, that these two things will kind of get muddled together. I think Pap is kind of doing the same thing that he did when Remy was locked up. He's investing too much of himself in someone other than himself. And in that case, he is going to end up having a problem. And those things will surface in stupid arguments that you'll get into with Clarissa, or things will irritate him that she doesn't understand. And it gets very confusing for the person that's sharing a relationship with you. And if they get pregnant too quickly and they move on to getting married too quickly, then it's like a recipe for disaster. I'm hoping the best for them too. I'm hoping the best for Remy too. I'm excited about Remy's new television app that she has. I don't know whether it's a television app or I don't know. I'm going to download it tonight and see what it's about on my own. I think I talked enough. So I think I'm going to touch down on the tarmac right here. Be prepared for my next video. I'm not really sure what I'm going to title it, but it's definitely going to be about Papoose. It's going to be a real good one. It's going to be an in-depth one because I know a lot about Papoose because I was actually a rap fan of his. So to all my ladies that stayed this long, mwah, I love you. I love you so much. To all my fellas, peace and blessings. And like always, don't forget about Plain Planet. The inspiration behind Plain Planet is not just some flat earth conspiracy theory. It's the idea that your vision of life belongs to you. You don't have to believe something that you've learned in school. You don't have to believe something that science tells you is true. You can believe what you want to believe. You could be who you want to be. This is the essence of Plain Planet. Plain Planet is a clothing line. It's a Christian clothing line on top of it that you can actually wear and be proud of. This ain't churchy or Bible thumping. This is a quality streetwear brand. This is Plain Planet. Clothing you can believe in.
Come true, and I wonder if you know. Find your dreams come true, and I wonder if you